Hi, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Take it away, Nick.
Yeah, of course. Well, hello and welcome. Thank you all for turning in for probably what is, let's be real, right? Probably one of our most exciting announcements. We've been waiting for it. You've been waiting for it. They've been waiting for it. You can't see them, but they're there. But yeah, Oblivious. I know you want to probably talk about some bits here and there too.
I do. I very much do. Welcome, everybody. Glad to see you all. When we started this process back in 2022, we knew it was going to be a massive task, and we wanted to try to make sure that we did everything right. This meant a lot of work and going back over years' worth of development and RP and trying to make certain that we had a steady foundation for the future. Because of what we've accomplished, we believe we have helped future-proof ourselves for many seasons to come.
Now, we've got a few special guests here with us today to help us share the news of when Season 4 will launch. They're the most important piece of this whole puzzle, and Neon Divide absolutely wouldn't exist without them. They've spent an insane amount of volunteer hours for you to have the most enjoyable season of VRRP possible. I'll hand it off to Chair.
Yeah, no, we couldn't round all of them up, but of course all of my stuff is dying now. We couldn't round all of them up, but we've got a good chunk of them here with us. So please give the warmest welcome to our staff. Come up here, guys.
Come on, staff. Come on. Let's see you
up.
all.
Come on up, everybody.
It's a big team.
Yeah, we couldn't get exactly everybody in today, but everybody who could be here is here today. That includes one of our admins, HB. Unfortunately, he is on a work trip, but we'll be hearing from him more soon. Oh, look at them all. Look at them all. Look at them all.
They're amazing.
I love them all.
You guys are great.
We got Snow, one of our devs, Mashy, audio team, Sizzle, web dev and developer, Strider, one of our new audios, Deadly, also developer, and Code Wizard. We got Silent, we got Mezzode, we got Luca, we got Catbug, we got Schmoodle, we got Star, we got Doge, we got Skiz, we got Dio, we got Apocalypse, we got Expoler, we got OSL, we got Dogs on camera who can't be there. I see Missy Mod over there crawling around. There's Bear. It's a whole dang old team. But let's talk about what we're all actually here for, right? Just to be quite honest. We're all here for the launch date. But I know. Before we get to the launch date, everybody wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to see it. I know. But before we get to that, I want to take a moment to share some of the bigger achievements. What? My hip. Oh, fuck. My hip.
That back to place. Yeah, it's old bones. I get it.
It's all bones. Yep. I'll just stand. Fuck it. Hold on. That's the foot there that's causing that issue, isn't it? That's weird. Now, hold on. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna join Cher in solidarity. Fuck
yes. And standing. The half body stand. Yeah.
All right. As I'm talking about big stuff, right? Anyway. Yes. So. We got some team leads here that we want to take with you and with them to do some of the bigger highlights of all the hard work that they've been doing since, the start of this work process, since us having to go back and work on everything with dev and game team and character team and audio team and the GM team and all that. So first one up on the talking points I'd like to bring up here is Major with game team. Major?
Get up here, Major.
Yeah.
Just put him right on the table.
Look at that guy.
Yeah, just get him up, just
his eyeballs.
Just get him up there. Get him up there. There you go. Yes.
Major, you want to talk us into what you got?
Hello.
There we go.
Welcome to Neon.
Yes, I'm with the game team. We work on stuff making games inside the systems and Neon Divide, as well as my other team lead can't be here is Ali Stay, and we have a bunch of games we're working on, but this is the most polished one we got a video on, and it's about like a couple minutes long, explaining like it's like a cool concept that can be done in the Neon Divide system. Like we do game nights every now and then, and it's pretty cool. We could do we could do a bunch of things that we don't normally see in Neon Divide and what's possible in the systems. Okay, you could play the video.
Yeah, we got our video right here.
At the start of each game, you have the option to test your luck in the arena itself, or safely enjoy the bout from the spectator box.
Explanation of what goes on.
If fighting's more your style, head on into the armory to select your class. Inside the armory, you'll find the primary weapon from each class available on display. To lock in your selection, simply fire the weapon from your chosen class.
The game is basically like a fighting type game.
Pick up your new gear, and exit the ready room via the teleport pad.
Knock each other off stage, kind of like Smash.
Once all players have entered the arena, grab and trigger the countdown panel located near the edge of the platform. Each participating player starts with 3 lives. If you fall, you lose a life. Last player standing wins. At its release, Neon Knockout gives players 3 separate weapon loadouts to choose from, each with their own unique abilities. Shock Blaster is a Brawn over Brains class, whose primary weapon is a slow-loading rocket launcher that deals damage and knockback to any players caught in the explosion. Shock Blaster's secondary is a shield that gives the player a brief moment of invincibility when activated, at the cost of movement speed. Sling and Sting requires a little extra trickery to be successful. The primary weapon is a grapple gun that pulls you towards the point of impact. If the grapple hits another person instead of a solid object,
for like
you will both be pulled towards each other.
The different type of weapon classes.
The secondary weapon for this class is a knife that, when activated, will lock you in place, counteracting the pull of the grapple and dealing damage to anyone you hit with it. Shadowhunter is a magic-based class geared toward faster reflexes. The primary weapon is a magic wand, which stuns any player near the point of impact, dealing damage and leaving them vulnerable to this class's secondary weapon. The secondary weapon is a knife that, when activated, gives the player a burst of speed to ambush their stunned enemies or quickly escape the attacks of other players. The knife also deals damage and knockback to other players. An immersive, high-flying, arena-based brawl fought through all corners of Salvation City. Shoot straight and good luck. Welcome to Neon Knockout.
That's the more completed one, and then we got one we're working on. It's like a battle royale in the wasteland. Me and Ali we got a shrink and circle effect, and like we could spawn a bunch of different things, and players would drop from a drop ship, and then would be like a whole battle royale mode. So that's pretty much what we got going on in Game Team.
So sick.
I think one of my favorite things about the Game Team stuff is just we're developing systems for the RP and stuff, and that's primarily what it's used for. But Game Team is really just kicking all of these systems into full gear to see what they're capable of, and just everything that it's even possible of, to find even more fun ways for us to enjoy our systems, and to find innovative and interesting ways to get more fun things into the RP. Like, that stuff is just the beginning of it. But Bucky, I'll let you go.
I definitely want to be able to 1v1 Snow at some point, so I'm coming for you, Snow. Keep your eyes out.
Oh yeah.
In the next phase of what we're going to talk about, we've been talking about all the things you want to hear about, but there's a few things that you haven't heard just yet. So I'm going to hand it off to Audio Team to tell you a little bit about the music and some of the soundtracks going into Season 4.
All right. So, hello, Audio Team guy here. So we are so excited for you guys to get into the maps and just feel the atmosphere, because that's really been the biggest focus for audio, really, in the last 3 years we've been working on this season, is like making just the maps just feel lived in, alive, and make sure that everything that should have a sound has a sound. Jumping in and testing it, just making sure that everything is just right. So we've got some new original music, which is pretty awesome. get into that in a second, but you actually already heard our new Neon Divide theme during the intro. Hope you guys liked it. It's pretty cool. But
Thought it was
we have
awesome.
another original piece. Yeah, it's so sick. I can't wait. But we have another original piece that we're going to show you right now. Scraptown, baby. Now you can also hear, we have the Foley, the actual in-map sounds playing as well. So you'll hear some rocks falling, you'll hear signs buzzing, wind turbines going.
No more boom, boom, boom. We love that track, but we need something to fit a bit more. Oh yeah, got some great B-roll there. Wasteland, Baseland, Scraptown Forever. Let's go.
Just working with some new systems, making every sound really pop where it needs to, and bring to life the world of RP that should be, well, standard with the set at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty stoked. Yeah, so we've got thousands of new Foley sound points across all the different maps with basically no performance. Well, the tiniest performance hit. So thanks to Snow on that. Dogs, you can go to the highlights here.
Yeah.
We've got, all the Foley points. We've got some new original music from a professional film composer. So both the Scraptown theme and the Neon Divide theme were done by a film composer, and we're hoping that a good chunk of the rest of the Neon Divide OST can be done also by this composer. We're super stoked about. We have a bunch of brand new licensed music all throughout all the maps. Really excited for. We also have footsteps that changed based on your environment. So if you're walking on concrete, it'll sound different than if you're walking on a Scraptown roof, or it'll sound different if you're splashing around in the sewers in the row. Pretty cool. We also have some new in-map ads voiced by a professional voice actress to help just make the world feel more alive and interesting, exciting.
Especially with those footsteps, it's going to be really interesting to be sneaking around because they do scale up and down depending on your in-map acceleration. So you're going to be able to hear people sneaking up on you, walking up on you. You're going to be able to slow your speed and sneak around the whole maps, add a whole other layer to stealth. Very fun stuff.
Maybe we'll finally not have to say from behind every single time.
Oh, goodness.
That's great.
But yeah, with all of audio teams and the music team doing fantastic work behind the scenes, there's a lot of stuff going into the roleplay, but a lot of stuff that is inbound for the roleplay is hopefully, you guys. Supporting cast. Supporting cast members are the heart and soul of a lot of projects. They make things happen. They make people appear. They make enemies to fight. They are the core of any project and any roleplay, or any just roleplay in general, be it VR or not. Supporting cast are one of our most vital teams, and the supporting cast team, while their head can't be here today, HB is out like we were saying, he does have a few words for you as well.
Hey everybody, pre-recorded HB here. Sadly, I can't be here for tonight's announcement stream due to being away for an IRL work trip, but there are a couple things I wanted to mention before we get into the meat and potatoes of everything. 1. We are steadily working on everybody's SCP application sheet, but I do hope you understand that we still need a tiny bit more time to properly start letting everybody in. We want to make sure to have everybody on the same page in the SCP team before we start sending out invites, but once I'm back, expect people to slowly start getting invites over the start of September. 2. If you have seen the public announcement channel, then you know that the vouch system has had a small overhaul. A cast member vouch will no longer give you guaranteed access to be a cast member. Everyone will need to fill out the SCP application form if they wish to join. But if you're an active cast member and you still wish to vouch for someone via the vouch channels, they will still be taken into consideration during the application process. For now, the last point, I know everybody wants to really get into the project. It is clear by the passionate replies and SCP application sheets that people have sent in. But understand, it's not a race, people. Please take your time during the application process. If you fill out the sheet to your preferences, make sure that everything's filled out. And especially take as much time to properly read through the handbook that the GMs and CT and everybody on staff has put their heart and soul into over the last 3 years. Remember, SCP applications won't close for the foreseeable future unless the admins decide to take the call. You will get a heads up if that should happen. For last, I do hope you all have a lovely day or night wherever you are in the world. And before giving it back to anybody in the studio, I have a small question when it comes to Season 4 to the people who are watching. Are you ready?
I know I'm ready. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm just so ready.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped.
Yeah, me too. We had so many great new SCP applications coming in. We are so excited to bring in a lot of new people. Hopefully, some of you guys are watching right now, and I'm stoked for the season. So, yeah, thank you, HB, for that.
Thank
video.
you, HB, from above. We'll miss you.
Yes.
He's coming back.
Is he?
No,
Oh, okay.
he's-
Well, I mean, well, then we should really put his stuff back where it was, I think. Probably just.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm keeping his mug.
I'm keeping his mug? Okay, we can keep his mug.
All right. So, next up, I want to bring onto the stage character team. So, we have Luca here as our CT rep. Here we go. All right, Luca, welcome to the stage. Take it away.
Howdy, hi. I'm Luca. I'm kind of the point person for character team when Cher is busy doing his important life things. For the past 3 years, basically as soon as season 3 ended, character team has been super busy taking the lead on the entire system rework that is the cusp of everything that is in the handbook. So all of the skills that you guys have access to, the way edges and flaws work now, the updates to lore, the updates to how enhancement works. All of that stuff is what we've been working on for this entire time. It's been a lot of work. We're very happy with it. I'm proud of everybody on my team. We wouldn't be here without everybody who has been a part of that. I have a few things that I want you guys to see that were kind of a part of this journey that we've all been on together. So, anyone who works with me knows that I really like my Excel sheets and I really like statistics. So we have a few statistics to show you guys. From the start of the rework, that's been 990 days from the start of us working on it to the handbook being posted.
A lot of days.
In that time, we created 4 entirely new systems, which we are using now for the character creation process and within map as you guys go about the roleplay. That's the dice, those are the skills, those are the origin traits, which I'm very happy with. In the handbook, across all the tabs, we have 166 pages total. We are still working on the handbook every now and then with slight updates, slight changes to spelling and everything like that. I'm not perfect. So that is pending to increase, but at the moment it's 166 pages. We have had to contact 147 players. 116 of those I reached out to personally. Discord is very convinced I'm a bot based on how many copy-pasted messages pinging people to reach out to about audits. But we're still here. Not banned yet. We're good.
Not banned yet.
We had 34 new applications come in. Very excited for the people who applied. Very excited for the people who got their slots and are coming in. I can't wait to interact with your characters in character, and so is everybody else. Of the people who we were able to get in contact with, we have 110 sheets of existing characters that we had to go through. Of those sheets, CT is happy to report that 58 of them are totally completed.
And that means, by the way, like you guys sat down and talked to 110 players at some point, communicated and like broke down the system for them, and it was a long it was a long process.
Yeah, it's worth noting that the 110, 116 out of the 147, those extras are people who were already on staff or people who were already part of a character team, so they already knew what they needed to do. I didn't need to poke them. Yeah, obviously, thousands of hours that we've all been working on this. We're only a little crazy. Thank you so much to the 17 character team volunteer contributors, both current and past, who have been with us during this process.
Raise your hand.
Character
I
team,
don't think they
character
can
team.
see him.
Sizzle,
team.
Sizzle, you'll count. Switch to the stage real quick. Switch to the stage. See them all. I want to see them all.
Look at them. Those are my people.
There we
Anyways,
go. Look
sorry,
at them all.
continue.
Look at all those character team people. Sizzle's included. She's been helping on the back end with web.
Yep.
Helping, you mean saving?
Saving. Yeah, no, I'll fully admit it.
Outside of the character team members, I also want to thank the over 50 other staff team members who have been involved in this process. What character team does very much interacts with everything else that everyone's working on. We need to talk to Dev a lot for implementing the systems and how they appear in physical items. We need to talk to GMs about how the things that we're doing character sheet balance-wise interact with how they're going to interact with those things actually within session. So we're very well connected with everybody on the team, and we're super grateful for everything they've done to help character team get the handbook up and running. That was the last point. See, I am crazy. Just a little bit, just a little bit of sanity that we lost around the way. Big shout out to Spoons.
Yeah.
No one knows where they are, but every single day I see more and more pings of sheet approved, sheet approved, sheet approved, sheet open for review, pinging me about that stuff. So she's busy. I just don't know where she's at.
There she is. I see her in the chat right there. She's here. She's got to run, but she
Hi,
can't run. She can't run from
Spoons!
us. She can't
Still
run.
reviewing sheets on the other monitor.
Yeah, I see pings coming through to CT right now. She's actively reviewing sheets as she sits here. She's back there shrimped in her chair doing sheet review because I know how she sits.
Yeah, so let's talk about a little bit of extra stuff that you guys might or may not have seen. A little trip down memory lane. One of the earliest things that we had to deal with when doing the handbook was concepting. Please welcome the character team Miro board. As you can see, there's a lot.
I want to think about it.
Pay no mind to the right side. That's entirely the Insanity Lost meme copium that was happening during this entire process. Take into account how many different iterations of system concepts we had to go through, and really try to pay attention to how small some of these details go. The Miro board can expand almost infinitely. So we got really, really, really tiny details in there. That's where we're starting, and we expanded past that point. So this is just how dense it is. I think everyone who was there can remember the experience of coming to this meeting, working on the Miro board, going to sleep, waking up the next morning, and people are still there working on things.
Yeah, I remember checking in through the night and seeing like Sky Raider and a bunch of other folks like sitting there just kind of like crunching away at concepts and just, you know, that's that one meme right there. You'll see it a little bit closer in detail. There's the two roller coasters passing by, one CT, one DM as they go, just 24-hour meeting nonsense. Civilizing a Bigfoot, the Space Jam court, the Great Triangle Renaissance, you know, the containment of the Rainbow Road. There's, just so much there.
So if you ever hear character team or GM members start talking about the Space Jam court, Rainbow Road, finding Bigfoot, all that stuff, know they're referring to this insanity.
Let's see. Rainbow Road was one of those concepts of lining up all the like golems, synthetics, and bio stuff, trying to make sure all their buffs were lined up properly and stuff like that. The Space Jam court was the triangle you see there in the bottom left, the magic tech and bio stuff, where you're trying to align all that information in a sort of choose your alignment circle. So you'll see a lot of the core trait terminology and ideas and stuff actually came from these triangles, and the breaking down, you can see them in the upper right there. You can see like synthetic, golem, yada yada, homunculus. Just all that work, all that design work, just nightmarish, but fun. Nightmarish though.
Yeah, all essentially origin trait baby pictures of what we're looking at over here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Behold, this is what the handbook looked like in its early conceptual phases. Again, I'm the document guy, so all of these Google Docs, Excel sheets that we've been using, I was basically putting in charge, making sure that we were keeping track of everything together. We had all of these different elements of the rework on completely different documents, and then we had the hub document. So there was a lot of information we were keeping track of. As you can see, we had the color coding figured out early on, but I'm really happy with how the formatting looks now officially.
And the medical system, the magic system, the crafted resource. Oof.
Yeah,
Pretty
medical
colors.
system. Shout out Coyote.
Shout out Spoons, Coyote, and Builder for that medical system rework. Oh boy. But look at all that.
Ooh.
That's just all the documents kind of splayed out there, from crafting to enhancements to medical to edges and flaws.
Yeah,
and
this is just
core
one screenshot
traits.
of each, by the way.
Yeah, that's just from one
I just
page
tried
of
to
each
fit
and
as
all
much
those
as I could in
design
one
documents.
screenshot.
Yeah. Well, all the document organization and stuff, all that credit goes to this one right here, Sheet Gremlin.
Hi, I'm Luca. I'm the Sheet Gremlin. Also, early on, I kind of was big into concepting how the character sheet should potentially look going into the Nexus. Obviously, we have some tech limitations on what we can actually get away with, but a lot of the concepts that I put forward here on these draft PowerPoint presentation slides that staff was using as kind of practicing putting sheets together came forward a little bit when we actually got the Nexus sheet up. I'm really happy with how the hexagons look
Yeah.
and all the color coding of how the origin traits and everything came together.
Maybe we'll get the website to look like that one day. No promises, but it'd be really cool.
I'd be happy.
That'd be sick.
Well, speaking of fundamental changes
One more.
to...
Wait, we got one more.
We have one more?
One more.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
there's
there's
one
more.
Hi.
Yeah,
It never ends.
So, in spite of everything, I want to go over some of the biggest hurdles that character team had to deal with on these horrendous 990 days. Shout out to terminology. We have a lot of official terms that have to do with specific things in the handbook. General means something specific. Mundane means something specific. So shout out to all of the hours and hair pulling that we had to do to make sure that everything in the handbook referred to what it was supposed to and people weren't using a term in a casual sense. Big shout out to Snow, because we're both still here and we didn't kill each other somehow on the end of this journey.
The box has blood on the walls.
Shout out to Gunbox.
Gunbox, elemental damage box. That just so much.
Yeah, speaking of me and Snow trying to kill each other, shout out to the regional standards of the Americans and the EU crowd fighting over what words should or should not have the letter U in them, and also the fact that we were going off of feet, but then Unity uses meters.
Oh yeah, that's a recent one, by the way. That screenshot of me over there in regional standards, that was from like last week going, oh, no wonder our measurements feel off. Everything's in meters and not freedom units.
Also, big shout out. This has been going on way before I joined character team, but just within recent years, character team being referred to as CT team, in spite of the fact that T stands for team.
Team. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many T's, Dio? How many T's are we at this point?
I think like 7. I don't know.
Seven.
T's? Yeah.
Keep in mind, Dio is our most recent character team member.
So every time
We're here with more.
someone else calls this character team CT team, Dio adds an extra T to their nickname in our staff Discord. We got actually a screenshot of it up in the corner. We got
Edmund would
Dio
see every one of those up-
team.
I'm adding a new one.
Yeah, that is
and-
one. Yeah. There you go. There it goes right now.
And finally, our greatest battle is actually getting to have all of the work that we've done represented correctly on the Nexus. For those of you who are going through the audit process, you know that it's not always working the way we want it to. It's not showing information the way we want it to. I can assure you, character team this entire time has been just as, if not more, frustrated than you. Uh,
Ooh,
as
if
you
the
can see.
Nexus was a person, I'd box it right now. Just fucking-
I mean,
Every day I wake
My
up and another
quota!
But thanks to
that's all I got.
Savior Sizzle, who's over here ready to
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you,
boxing the
Sizzle.
Nexus
beating the
for
Nexus
us
into
so much.
submission.
Yeah, one line of code and error at a time.
It's a semicolon.
Thank you,
It's a
Luca.
squiggly bracket,
Thanks, CT.
technically.
Squiggly bracket.
Speaking of what development hell, Oblivious, you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, as I was
Yeah,
gonna
take
say
us on a
earlier.
journey.
Speaking of fundamental changes to our brain psychology and chemistry, Dev has long been at work, not only trying to build all of the systems to represent all of the changes that CT and GM are wanting to make. We've also been working on an entirely new map, which I think it's holding up pretty well. It hasn't exploded yet, so I think it's working. A lot of that
I'm
can
getting 30
be
frames
attributed
in
to.
this
Oh yeah,
room
we're filming
with
this
all
from
of
Union
these
Heights, by
people.
the way. Chat.
Yeah.
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 We're on Union Heights right now. The new map.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is Trident. If you're a Trident member, get excited. We're in Trident right now. I'd show you out the window, but that would be spoilers. So no, that's not.
Yeah,
You're gonna
let's do
shove
that,
them
yeah.
out the window?
Maybe.
Find out in RP.
You never know. Find out in RP.
Either way,
We
a
could
lot of the amazing changes and all of the hard work goes to our dev team, and in particular, our lead dev, Snow, who has been handling all of our systems and trying to make sure that maps don't explode and perform well. And there are so many issues with lighting baking and trying to make sure that the code actually works and propagates across the network and loads for late joiners. And it's been a bit of a nightmare. So I'd like for him to share some of his progress over the past couple years. If you want to come on up, Snow. Oh no, I think he's having problems.
You can do it.
I
Just
spoke
as
to
we
you.
were talking about.
I
Go,
spoke
go,
to
go, go, go. Come on.
Oh. Oh.
Just-
Oh.
Well, I don't know if it's I'm back or I'm frustrated because everything's falling apart.
I'm pretty sure that would be a frustration. That's
Oh,
not a map
there's-
side
yeah.
issue. You can't map
Hey,
side
here we
issue
got a
that
couple
one.
of videos that we can roll into before.
I can
Uh,
also hop in.
Oh yeah, Deadly's here too.
Hi.
The A and the B, both sides of the coin for development. Two of our biggest developers from coordinator to code gremlin. Whoa.
Oh, whoa, whoa!
He's gone. He's off.
There he goes.
Get him off the stage. Go, move him off the stage. Let's go.
He's moving.
So
Can we call Trident security?
He's there. All right.
We're fine. We don't need security. But this is the kind of stuff that we have to work with VRChat. It's a challenging environment to work in most of the time. So things go wrong. A lot of what we did was just fixing things that go wrong. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna
I'm alive.
improvise over the slides here. Oh,
They're
Hi.
live.
It's all good. We got some
Snow.
videos.
Are you back from,
yeah.
Are you back
Turns out
from
opening
purgatory?
my VR
right.
overlay to unmute myself was a bad move, but here I am.
Ooh.
Hello.
All right.
I will not be standing in solidarity. I'm too old for that. So,
Mm-hmm.
hey, yes, I am the dev team head, which mostly means I wrangle lots of cool people who do cool art and cool code while doing some cool code myself.
Where are devs at? Raise your hands.
Raise your hand if you're cool, and also a dev. All of you are cool, but
Yep.
just the devs. Look at those devs.
We
There's
got Snow,
one.
we got Deadly, we got Silent, we got Mezzode, we got Expoler, we got Oblivious, we got Bucky, we got Cher technically. Oh yeah, and we got Sizzle. We got admins working on dev stuff too. They've been crunching it as well. They on top of everything else.
Yes, which is the super cool thing. So we've been obviously me and Deadly and Sizzle now are kind of the Cody people, but so much more than that goes into stuff like this map. There is no way that any one person, even any two people, even any three people could have made this map in their spare time. We're all just doing this in our spare time. I have mostly, for the past probably half a year now, mostly just been enabling people to do cool art. Like the every time I hop into the map now, I'm just blown away by all the new little details and all the things that were broken and are now not broken. That's always nice to see. I do apologize for the frame rate today. There's still a few too many debug logs in, but these ones are actually telling me something valuable that I need to fix. So, yes.
How many
that is
debug
the
logs
main
did we have
reason.
the last time we did a test?
Too many. It was.
It's in the
Yeah,
video. It's in the video.
It's in the video.
Ah,
Yes, we ended
find
up
out
with
later.
about a gigabyte large debug log file for everybody, which wasn't very informative, despite there being a lot of logs. How about you show the video of the cool compilation that Chair made, which was very
That's right.
emotional. Hit it.
Let's get that video.
All right, welcome to today's development tutorial on the Environment Zone Manager.
Heyo, time for a little thing where we make a thing happen. We've developed a system that allows us to disable all of the renderers and gliders of any area that you're not standing in. Debug sounds very important.
What did you do?
It's better.
Union Heights.
Man, seeing those old concepts is insane.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Kat as well as part of the art team for helping a lot of the drawn concepts you'll see.
Clouds.
Love those things. Love all that.
Infinity Lake. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. That new security system looks really good.
And it works now.
It
All
does
done.
work now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that video quite nicely highlights just the crazy pipeline. Like I was just walking around this map earlier and I was stood in one place and I was just reflecting that like somebody concepted that building and someone else modeled it, and I could see 3-4 different buildings that all been modeled by different people, and all the interiors have been made by different people on top of that. So yeah, just huge thank you to everyone who has been working on this map and everything else in dev, because it's just so inspiring seeing everyone just make cool stuff. Lots of art has gone into this map. And the other maps, we've done a nice little pass. Anyway, let's play a little... I'll get onto my slides in a minute. We're deliberately not showing all of the interiors of Union Heights, but I thought I'd make a nice little teaser clip to just show off in this podcast, so hit it.
And speaking of that, we are standing in the less cool half of this room.
We are. It's still cool though. Look at that lobby. Look at that lobby.
So many lobby.
Yeah.
Look at that lobby.
All of the interiors are unique to each corporation.
Look at that lobby. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a lobby.
It's also a lobby.
Technically a lobby.
I'd say there's at least 7 of those, maybe 8.
Maybe 8. Yeah.
So that's just all of the corporate lobbies showing all of our cool decoration. All right, give me my notes so I can stop rambling and have something to go off.
Notes,
Thank
please.
you. Right, notes. Okay, so yes, here's a little list of highlights that I can ramble over. So we have better performance on all the maps. I made a system which allows us to actually cull entire chunks of the map because Unity's occlusion culling is not super great. Just makes performance better, especially on maps like the Undercity where you can't see most of the map at any one time. Huge wins.
Huge.
Next point, better lighting on all maps. We have done a little pass, just there were some places which weren't lit super well, so we've just gone like what was my favorite one? The burger place. I absolutely love burgers, so I went to the Row Burger restaurant and just threw a lot of lights in there. Looks
The
very
Dirty
shiny.
Berg.
Yeah, and
We
in Union Heights, we actually have a new system that allows us to. You might have seen in the Masaru lobby there, but we can have like very crisp and sort of spatially accurate reflections. So all of these corporate marble floors look so nice.
Yeah, we also got that volumetric lighting, right? That new shiny
Yeah.
piece of tech from Red Sim, I think.
Yeah, Red Sim volume area
Yeah.
lights. So we actually have them in. We made that an automated process. So everywhere where we have determined is a room, we have not only accurate reflections for that room, but also lights. It's far too bright right here, thanks to the like 20 spotlights that I think Bucky put here. So I've actually had to dim my avatar because otherwise I'm incandescent like Bucky right now. But yes. And we
Shine
have
bright.
full back light probes in the same space for people who don't have the latest shader tech. Next point. Give me points. Gun improvements. We have new guns. Aside from actually the maps, we have some very cool modelers and very cool people making cool models. So we actually have several full sets of new guns now. So it's not just scrap row and corp anymore. There's a little bit of in between, and the row guns all built around this modular single gun that looks super cool. They all sound super cool, and we have a new reload system. You don't have to flick your gun upside down like a weird cowboy anymore. You actually click the. You've got a gun. Cool. You actually
I got a
click
gun.
you click the magazine to reload with your offhand, which means you can't dual wield as easily anymore. Haha. Take that, meta. So many guns. New ways to enter and leave the map. So this actually came about by accident. I've improved the flying cars tech, so if you were to look out that window, you'd see you saw in the video there were like so many flying cars going past now with very minimal performance impact. And this guy was like, well, I think it was between Bucky and Deadly. You were like, why don't we fly into the maps and taxis? And Bucky was like, hey, you've already made flying cars, just put a seat in it. And I was like, that won't possibly work. And then it did work. So now you have taxis going into the
Worked a little too well.
into the row corporate bit. That's a fun place we can actually fly into now instead of just appearing like some sort of magical gremlin, which some characters are, but some aren't. So we need taxis for that.
Also, personal little shout out for the gun props while we still have them here. Big grats to Mezzo.
Yeah, Mezzo.
Come here, Mezzode.
It's not loaded. Oh, hold on, it's not loaded. You're lucky. You're lucky you didn't get shot by your own gun.
After Knick-Knack flags half of the entire room.
Holy whoa! You just shot Mezzo.
I did shoot Mezzo.
And that's
He knew-
enough
he knew
of
I
I'm gonna
was
cart him
done.
over to Avalon.
Yeah.
Get over there,
That's the
oblivious.
secret. He's always in RP. We also have new elevators, which seem to mostly be working now, which is good after our most recent test. Similar to Deadly's row elevators, except now they have floor buttons and they make little ping noises, and ooh, it's very exciting. And so much more. I could ramble all day, but I won't. Point is, it's cool. We have music, we have footsteps, we have everything that you could possibly want, and it's thanks to all these cool people helping to make it.
And you.
Major
And
major shout out to you, Snow, and enabling a lot of this team to actually be able to work on the map in such an efficient way, and bringing the complexity of the tool set down to something that us common folk can understand and work with.
True.
forcing certain people
Massive
to
shout
use
out
precepts.
to Snow and Deadly and Sizzle and everybody else who did hardcore dev work to make that happen.
Yeah, so many times I recall
Pretty
during
nice.
our dev process, someone would work on something and Snow would turn around the next day and say, hey, I'm uploading an editor script to fix this problem.
I built a
make it
tool to
easier
fix
for
the
people."
thing you just broke.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many of
Yeah.
our systems now, especially for final compilations of the map, are just a single button press and just wait for everything to just fall into place, and it makes the process so much faster.
I just
Yeah,
hate seeing
Snow,
anyone
you've
do
truly-
something twice.
You've truly been our 100x engineer. If anybody has seen that meme, it's great. But with that, while there's been so much going on dev and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put into the maps, more blood, sweat, and tears are coming from GM. So Knick-Knack, you want to take us away there?
I sure would love to. And I sure would love to talk about a lot of what we're doing. But I really can't. I really wish I could. I could talk about the cool storylines we got coming up. We got all the new fantastic roleplay, the characters we've been helping, the characters we've been reaching out to, coordinating with dev to get all the map updates and new systems in. I'd love to talk about all the cool story stuff we have planned for next season, but that would be spoilers. So instead, I thought I would put together, after I read my notes here, some fun highlights. But we are on the review train and approaching season start. We're going to be pumping those out. CT's done with their review. Now it's time for GM to crunch them out. We're doing at least, I want to say, a ton of sheets. I can't give an exact number because we're just so variant depending on sheet to sheet. But just so many sheets to review, so many characters to coordinate with, so many characters to reach out to. Just everybody we want to make sure we're on the same page with, that we're approaching the roleplay that they want to do, that we're putting storylines that everybody gets included in some way, shape, or form. Deckers have new systems that we want to give them to actually do decking stuff with. Mechanica stuff. It's just, Gadgeteer is going to be a whole new play set that we're going to be involving with a lot of the new story stuff. All of the new types of healing lets us approach, just everybody's situation differently, and GM has to be aware of that, and we have to push that into consideration. The new dice system that was made has us approaching difficulties just so much more. But I'm rambling. Next point is just tons of lore has been reviewed. A lot of the lore in the setting is mostly okay, but some of it isn't. A lot of things to be reconsidered, a lot of things that are just out of scale, out of scope, just unrealistic, and let's be real, written by somebody who was putting on a show for everybody but the role players. And the last thing we want to do is not have things catered to our players and our supporting cast and our teams here, so that way everybody can have fun. But rolling on to our next point, rules. Oh, so many rules, so many rulings have been reviewed and actively adjusted. Invisibility is one. We're still working on it. We have a prefab getting ready for folks to put on their avatars so everybody understands what invisibility looks like. Disguise rules are getting reviewed. Recording rules were reviewed, and we're getting props in for dev, hopefully, to get more in-map capability to get that stuff in with your roleplay so you can see it, feel it, and be a part of it. And Chair, where did Chair go? Why is he requesting off of me?
My
He's
GPU
gone.
disconnected. Sorry, I'm coming back.
You guys
Wiggling.
can't hear this, but his GPU fully disconnected. So
His
he'll be back.
GPU disconnected. All right.
I'm coming back.
Strength bonuses. Strength has been one of those vague concepts everybody knows, but not everybody is on the same page about. Some people want to throw cars. Some people want to pick up dumpsters. Some people just want to be a little bit stronger in a melee fight. We're getting all of that sorted on the back end for you and for everybody else. So that way, if you have strength, you know what that means. You know what that feels like. You know what that looks like. It's one of the biggest things we're addressing for the GM side of things. And finally, on to our last point, stories. I have already rambled about it earlier, but just stories. The GM team has so much written up on the Miro board. I wish I could show you all the points that are written up. It spans 2 seasons worth of work. It's only getting bigger. It's only getting more bloated and fantastic. And I say bloated in a good way because I like to be full of story and roleplay. And I know our players are going to want it to. Hamster Mafia, the Ashers, just everything on every map is going to be fantastic. The Wasteland, the Undercity, Union Heights, and the Row. Everybody is getting roleplay and stories just for their maps, for cross maps, for the Runner Network, for Crow, everybody. The
I'm gonna
shops.
stop you right there too.
Yeah.
As well,
Yeah.
just for one point. With
Yeah.
all that said, while we have so much cooking on GM, we have a lot of space from stories from our cast, and we want to make sure that we're doing an incredible job supporting the stories that you guys want to tell in this upcoming season. So,
Of course. I'm getting excited about the staff side of things, but Bucky brings up a very good point and a very, very critical point. More than anything, we want to work with our players and our cast to make interesting and fun and impactful stories with you. From everybody here for OSL, DO, everybody here, everybody I see here is going to be in roleplay, doing story stuff. I've got half of your sheets memorized. GM is just as excited just to get involved with you guys and for you to get involved with us. I can't wait for more. But before I ramble any further, let's get to the highlights of the work that GM has been doing. It's mostly memes. I'm going to be real because I can't show you anything super spoilery. But we had a big note there for when our year was because we kept getting that desaturated when we were writing stuff. The year is 2366, whatever the RP century is. The season 1 and 2 documentation is kept in a Denny's. There's some fantastic art there by Luca when we were talking system stuff. There's the Hampter. Zab's in jail forever and will not leave it. There's the big one. There's me and Chair personally posting, what is it? Do we threaten to break people's knees if they refuse to keep it abstract when we were talking about money? And we both said yes. There's that image right there that I was talking about earlier. CT and DM meetings as they crossed and met for the development stuff. The only note here I have from Detroit otherwise is frogs. It's just frogs. That was it. It was by itself there. I don't know. Let's see. We've got us threatening to kick RK, not Detroit. And then there's one note from the Wasteland team there. I'm going to find a way to flood the salt flats, and Will can't stop me. HB says, I will watch. And Willixer says, I'm going to stop him. So just, we're working hard, I swear. I swear we're working hard. This is just all the stuff I can show you. But yeah.
I mean, there is one more thing we probably should show them.
Are you sure? I don't know.
It's like right in the back of my mind.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
shit! What was it?
Forgetting something?
I feel like
Time
we were
is a
just talking
construct.
about. Yeah, time is a human construct, and it's not real. But that's right. Thank you. Season 4 launch date. How could we forget about that? Right? Like it just left our minds. We've been so busy. We've been so unsure. But now we're locked in. We're ready. We're insane in the membrane. But season 4 launch date, everybody, let's hit it all together.
Come on,
now.
everyone, staff. Come on, let's say it. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. October 2024.
It was just as bad as I thought it was going to be. But yes,
Yep.
October 24th, 2025. And for our European friends, October 25th. That is our locked-in launch date. I know we said summer way back. We said spring previously, but with everybody's hard work and double checking and addressing and working and map, dev, document work, all that nonsense put together, October 24th. Does that mean the week after, the next Friday, is Halloween? Yes. Will we be role-playing on Halloween? Yes. But that's the sacrifices we make. We're all in VRChat. I don't think any of us are going to parties anyway. We'll be role-playing. With that in mind, yeah, that's the launch date right there.
Hell yeah.
And 2 months from today, right? Yeah.
2 months from today. Yeah.
2 months from today. The day.
So I think we accidentally left this Q&A portion here. We don't have time for a Q&A, unfortunately.
We forgot that bit, yeah.
Sorry about that.
We will not be taking questions.
We will not be taking further questions.
Well, we don't want to hold up all of our
Yeah.
amazing staff here. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
So we do, however, want to thank all of our amazing, amazing patrons that support us on the Patreon. Here they are. Look at all them wonderful people.
01__0101. Buckshot Pete, Chandler, Riggs, Crits, DNNO, Expoler over there, Gimmick, Jade C, Michael T, Nullmatic, Sin City, Angel, I know you, you're very cool. Taz, Blankety Blank, Case Phase 5, Chrome Captor, CJO0007, Dogs, our cameraman, Friendly Explosion, one of our GMs, Hari, Luca, we got Nevamos, we got Schmoodle. We got Sunny Supertop, and we, of course, have our lovely Code Gremlin, Deadly Donor. Now, I think that's everything. I can't think of a single thing otherwise.
I think that's it.
I think there's one more thing.
Is there one more thing?
We could thank everybody watching for coming out to the stream today.
Right.
Honestly, it's been such a ride to get here after, what is it, almost 3 years since season 3?
It has been 3 years. It's been, I think,
3
over
years.
3 years. Yeah.
Over 3 years.
So,
we're slowly approaching 4.
We will get it up before 4, but honestly, this would not be possible without all the people supporting the project and cheering us on throughout the entire process there. So massive thank you to everybody here on the stage with us today and everybody watching there at home. So a heartfelt thank you from the admin team and the staff team at ND. And yeah, I'll leave it to anybody else who wants to close it off.
Everybody want to give their highs and thanks. Now's the time. Feel free to walk up, say hi to the chat, say hi to everybody at home who's probably going to watch the VOD because they're too busy right now.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh,
Thank you, guys. We appreciate all of you.
Everybody.
hell
wait.
yeah. Oh,
2 months.
those are
2
stouts.
months, clock's ticking. Get your models started. Keep your shit
Do it.
charged.
2 months. 2 months. 2 months for model work. There's the bubbles.
See you soon.
For all
I
the
don't know,
dedication that you've all. No, it's been an absolute joy to.
We don't
work
have to
with
say soon TM anymore.
Thank you to everybody in staff, everybody in chat, everybody in the cast, to OSL. Thank you to Dio and Snow and Mashy and Strider and Cher and Bucky and Deadly and Sizzle and Silent and Mezzet and Catbuck and Schmoodle and Star and Missy and Cat and Major and Skiz and Apocalypse Cop and Editor Bear, Dio, OSL, Expoler, Oblivious, everybody who in the staff. I will go and list them right now, I swear to God. And dogs. Can't forget dogs.
Of course.
Thanks, dog.
Of
Our
course,
lovely
dogs.
cameraman.
Our lovely podcast cameraman. Thank me? No. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Listen.
Yeah, dude.
I've just been the guy talking to people. That's all I've been. The hard work comes from everybody, from dev, from character, from GM. If it wasn't for them, this project wouldn't be here. And if it wasn't for you, the project wouldn't be continuing. So thank you very much.
Thanks,
And
guys.
that's it.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you in 2 months.
See you there.
Smile and wave, boys.
Smile and wave.
everybody. I'm still waiting.